from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, June 22nd, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. Nearly an entire block of Union Street in Shenandoah is gone after a fire ripped through it this morning. From 10 a.m. until late this afternoon, firefighters from across Schuylkill County battled that blaze. One resident we spoke with said he called 911 after finding that fire.
I ran from there. I seen the smoke, and I came to the corner of Union Street here, and I seen the flames, and I stopped the car, and I said, "There's a fire. Call 911," and that's how quick it happened.
The buildings were allegedly vacant, according to reports at the scene. Captain of the Tri-County American Red Cross was also on scene, and she said her crew was there to assist firefighters.
We're also here to canteen the firefighters and keep them hydrated throughout this horrible fire in Shenandoah.
A state police fire marshal was on scene to investigate. No word from officials on what started that fire this morning in Shenandoah. The Hazleton Police Narcotics Unit is continuing to take drugs off its streets. On June 2nd, police set up a controlled heroin purchase from a 23-year-old Alteric Corbett. Corbett delivered 10 bags of heroin to the confidential informant while under surveillance. Corbett was charged with 1 count of unlawful delivery of a controlled substance stemming from a controlled heroin purchase. Corbett was also found to have 2 outstanding warrants from the Hazleton Police Department. The department released this following statement, quote, "The Hazleton Police Department will continue to focus on the supply and demand of illegal drugs and making a safe city," unquote. Corbett is currently behind bars at the Luzerne County Prison on $50,000 straight cash bail. Once again, Hazleton City Council passed a resolution opposing the city's cooperation with the show Cops. WYLN's Aaron Harvey has more.
Last night, the Hazleton City Council passed a resolution that recommends the mayor and acting police chief to cause an end to all production and filming of the Cops television program in the city of Hazleton. Mayor Jeff Cassat says filming will continue.
Council passed a resolution asking to stop and cease and desist the filming of the TV show Cops. The city already has a contract with them. Filming has begun. Filming is almost over, and it's not going to happen. The filming is going to continue, and hopefully it'll air sometime this year.
City Council President Jack Mundy wanted to stop the filming and airing because residents of Hazleton think it will portray the city in a negative light.
We voted that, passed the resolution that Pascal Shivo helped us to write, a resolution saying that the mayor should stop all filming and shouldn't air any of the filming from the show. I've talked to people all over the city. I was down at Jimmy's talking to him and people down there at some other restaurants up at Alta's and at the Beltway. And everybody I talked to said that they didn't think it was a good idea, that it could portray Hazleton in a negative light. I know it could portray the police as doing their job, but we know they do their job. We have a great police force, and I know they would always do their job.
Also passed was a resolution certifying the local match for state operating financial assistance for the 2016-17 fiscal year.
There was $155,000 the mayor wanted to demolish some buildings. We lowered that a little bit. We'd like people to rehab their property so it wouldn't get to that point, so we cut it by $25,000 and put that into an account so people can apply for it to have their homes roofing and I think heating systems to have them renovated. So there's some extra money in there. People could apply for that, and we encourage people to apply for that and improve their houses so we don't get to a point where we have to demolish them.
Council also approved the purchase of an airport hangar, and there will be an extension at the Hazleton Regional Airport.
At the airport, we approved the hangar purchase, Romanchek, and we have some tenants. We're going to go in there, some very good tenants, Valley Lakes, Eagle Rock uses a plane that they need to house there. We also passed a resolution approving an extension of the runway for safety reasons and to attract more people, more jets and more planes of 103 feet. They called it a safety, for safety, but it's going to make our airport more accessible and easier to get to.
Again, residents are encouraged to apply for the rehab property grant to have their roofing and heating systems renovated. In Hazleton, for WILN News, I'm Erin Harvey.
A trial that happened on Wednesday found 18-year-old Stanley Kralik of Coaldale guilty of third-degree murder. Kralik was charged with beating Corey Samuels to death in a wooded area off East Minor Street in Coaldale in January of 2014. Samuels' body was not found until September of 2014, months after the beating occurred. Upon forensic examination, Samuel's body had signs of head trauma, piercing wounds, fractures, and dislodged teeth. 22-year-old Oliver Tazari was also accused of murder and pled guilty in March. He testified against Kralik on Tuesday. A sentencing for Kralik will be determined at a later date. The Weatherly Area School District has told Washington to butt out of its affairs. The school board adopted a policy last night which says students must use the bathroom and locker room which corresponds to their birth anatomy. In other words, if you were born a boy, you use the men's room. If you were born a girl, you use the ladies' room. Board Solicitor Dan Miscavige said the policy was adopted for the safety of students, though he added he doesn't envision it as the final policy. Miscavige also said the letter the district received from the Federal Department of Justice is not as black and white as those who wrote it would like it to seem. The letter suggests that districts follow federal guidelines with regard to gender identity and warns that they may lose federal funding if they don't. Miscavige says they are suggesting and not legally binding, at least not yet. Miscavige said the district is awaiting a policy draft from the Pennsylvania School Boards Association. School board member Gary Grega says he's not overly concerned about the loss of federal funds, noting the district got $190,000 in the 2015-16 school year. The Turkey Hill on Hazel Street in Wilkes-Barre was robbed early this morning. Around 1 o'clock, a man came in, claimed he had a weapon, and demanded cash. The suspect was last seen running towards Blackman Street. Police didn't say whether he got away with anything. The suspect is a black male around 5'8", 125 pounds, wearing a gray sweatshirt. A bizarre situation at the Holland Tunnel in Jersey City has local connections. 3 people are in custody there after being stopped while trying to enter the tunnel carrying 7 guns and other tactical gear. They are 50-year-old John Cramsey of Zionsville, near Allentown, who's also the owner of Higher Ground Tactical in Anamis, 53-year-old Dean Smith of Zionsville, and 29-year-old Kimberly Ardent of Lehighton. They were stopped because their pickup truck had cracked windshield when Port Authority police spotted the guns. 2 of them were loaded. They were in custody because it's illegal to transport loaded guns in New Jersey. It's not in Pennsylvania. Cramsey told police the trio were on their way to a hotel in Queens to rescue a 16-year-old girl from Wilkes-Barre who was being held against her will. Cramsey lost his daughter to a heroin overdose earlier this year and has become something of a crusader against heroin use. The 3 are still in custody in New Jersey. The girl in question has been contacted and said she's fine and doesn't need to be rescued. The 113th Annual 6-County Firemen's Convention will be coming to the South Side this weekend. Firefighters from Columbia, Lackawanna, Luzerne, Montour, Northumberland, and Schuylkill counties will pile into McAdoo beginning on Thursday to discuss the latest issues in the fire service. The convention will begin Thursday night with the annual awards banquet. Friday, the convention will continue with meetings and a 11:15 church service. The parade will be held on Saturday beginning at 2 p.m. and will travel from West Blaine Street to Kennedy Drive. WYLN is proud to tape the parade in its entirety and broadcast it several times following the parade on Saturday. The parade will be hosted by WYLN's Gary Perna along with past 6-County President and Hazleton City Fire Chief Donald Leschko. Time now for a first look at our forecast. After several sunny days, it seems like rain is headed our way. But how much, you might ask? Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with the details. Joe?
Yeah, we need the rain around here. It's been fairly dry with all things considered, and we're going to have some rain, I think, as we head into tomorrow, some showers and thunderstorms. But what about the rest of this week and as we head into the weekend? What will we expect weather-wise? The 7-day forecast will be coming at you just moments away. And
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, 2 parishes will join as one due to a decline in priests, and WYLN's Abby Piskel will have more from Monsignor William Baker. Plus, a chance for our viewers to win tickets to this weekend's PPW wrestling show at Holy Family Academy in Hazleton. All that and much more coming up here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, weather with meteorologist Joe Garbacek, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis.
Valley Scoops and More in Stewart's on Route 93 in the Cunningham Valley is your destination for tasty foods, delicious ice cream, and great family fun. With Stewart's now offering a variety of quality hot foods and Scoops offering 30 flavors of quality Lybee's ice cream, shakes, flurries, sundaes, and more, you're sure to leave satisfied without blowing the family budget. For fun, we offer a beautiful 18-hole mini golf course and climate-controlled indoor seating with arcade games. Visit us for fun and food and, of course, ice cream.
You deserve to look your best.
Due to the declining amount of priests available for the parish ministry in both McAdoo and Weatherly, 2 churches will come together as one parish. WYLN's Abby Piskel has more.
As of July 1st, Our Lady of Lourdes Parish will be consolidated into All Saints Parish in McAdoo. In October 2015, the Diocesan Pastoral Planning Commission was created to continue with the work of parish restructuring. The commission looked at parishes across the diocese and assessed their vitality based upon certain criteria to determine how the parishes could be served by the declining number of priests available and propose how parishes may be restructured to strengthen pastoral life. We spoke with Monsignor William Baker, who told us that while the consolidation makes one parish, there will be 2 worship sites for the parishioners.
That means that it becomes one parish, but there are 2 worship sites. In other words, there'll be Sunday Mass out there every Sunday in Weatherly at Our Lady of Lourdes. The parish church here of All Saints will have Mass Saturday night and Sunday morning, 4 Saturday nights, 8 Sunday morning. But out there in Weatherly we'll have Mass at 10:30 on Sunday mornings, and there'll be daily Mass here at All Saints in McAdoo.
With the retirement and lack of priests in the community, the 2 churches coming together can make them stronger to better serve their parishioners.
The reality, unfortunately, these days is that there are fewer and fewer priests. With the retirement of Father Caesar out there, the diocese figured the bishop figured it was best to consolidate with All Saints. It's an unfortunate situation. We're 2 smaller parishes. Together we can be stronger and more vital, I think, and better serve everyone.
In a recent church bulletin, a letter addressed to the parishioners from Bishop John Barras of Allentown said that change is not easy, especially when it affects the fundamental parts of their lives, the worship of God, and membership of the parish. With the retirement of Father Floyd Caesar, thanks and prayers are extended to him and all members of the churches who are affected by this change.
Father Floyd Caesar, who was the pastor there since 2008, no, even before that, he was pastor of St. Mary's and St. Nicholas when they were still separate parishes. He's been working there, I think it was 11 years. He's retiring. We want him to know that our thoughts and prayers are with him, and appreciate all the very, very hard work that he has done. And I also would like the people of Our Lady of Lourdes to know my prayers and the bishop's prayers.
cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Republicans and Democrats, you are cordially invited to a campaign rally to support the re-election of Congressman Lou Barletta, hosted by Louis J. Booty Beltrami, Monday, June 27th from 5:30 to 8 p.m. at Booty's Place Restaurant, 1101 North Church Street in Hazel Township. Food and beverages will be provided. Pennsylvania Pipeline Music TV features performances and interviews with the best musicians from all over, showcasing their original music and sharing their stories. Watch Pennsylvania Pipeline Music TV Thursdays at 8, Sundays at 9 on WYLN TV 35.
Well, definitely a nice day to be outdoors across all of northeastern Pennsylvania today. A mix of sun and clouds. Pretty nice temperatures for this time of year. Those humidity levels on a relatively low side, at least for now. So walking outside, it does feel very comfortable. Now we got some showers and thunderstorms to talk about as we head into tomorrow. But before we talk about tomorrow's weather, let's talk about what's going on now outside our station in Hazleton. Well, temperature-wise, it's in the 70s. But when you walk outside, it does feel very comfortable. Those humidity levels are on the low side. So you don't really have to worry about the mugginess or the stickiness that you often feel when we enter the summertime months, which we're officially here. But 70s feel good right now with those low humidity levels. In terms of temperature-wise for the day, looking at how we did for the high and for the low, well, I did get up into the upper 70s. A mild start to our morning, dropping down only into the 60s. And did have a little bit of a wind gust out there at 23 miles per hour. Throughout the state of Pennsylvania, 81 now, Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 85 in Williamsport, 73 degrees in Mount Pocono, 84 in Allentown, 85 down by Philly, 78 degrees in State College, 80 degrees in Pittsburgh. And those sustained winds out there, well, you got a little bit of a breeze out there blowing from time to time, but overall not too excessive. It does feel comfortable, like I said, with those low humidity levels out there. Now we got some rain in the forecast starting with tomorrow in the 7-day extended forecast, and we got those showers and thunderstorms coming into play as we go into tomorrow. And then after that, the sunshine returns, a lot of sunshine as we go into our Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Looks pretty nice out there. Upper 70s, and then by the weekend we're going to be up into the 80s. Many areas will be in the mid to upper 80s. Even going into early next week, and it'll be dry throughout that whole trend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Tuesday, well, we'll see a lot more clouds around, a little bit of some sunshine, chance of a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms could develop, and then there's another chance of some more showers and thunderstorms as we go into the middle part of next week. A little bit cooler. Temperatures generally hovering near 80 degrees. Stick around. We'll continue to have a lot more for you coming up after the break.
If you're not in danger and you see a crime, text 274-637, 274-637, 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. Text 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. No one will know your identity.
Now helping to solve or prevent the crime is just a text away. Text my tips to the word crimes and let the law help you.
I'm Gary Perna from WYLN TV. Join me as WYLN broadcasts the 113th annual Six County Firemen's Parade from McAdoo. The parade will kick off on June 25th here at 2 p.m. But you can come out and enjoy it for yourself and catch the rebroadcast 7 times throughout July. So make sure you're part of the history here in McAdoo and join us on WYLN. We're your local network.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. You'll meet Marina Kuchar, who is going to tell you a little bit about how chiropractic and music can make your life flow so much better. Her story this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. Join us.
WYLN has tickets to give away to a lucky viewer tonight to the Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling Show entitled Unleashed, this Saturday, June 25th at Holy Family Academy on North Laurel Street in Hazleton. NXT superstar Eric Young and the franchise Shane Douglas will be at this Saturday's show. Bell time is 7 p.m. Tickets are just $10 in advance and $15 at the door. PPW will also be taping for its show here on WYLN High Voltage. For your chance to win, dial 570-459-1869 extension 1172 right now and leave your name, number, and we'll put your name in that drawing. So if you want these tickets, dial now, and of course, good luck. Coming up next, Eric DeBaradinas is in with sports here on WYLN. Stay tuned. WYLN has strong ties to the community, and it's committed to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hands Society telethons. WYLN's commitment to Pennsylvania continues with the broadcast of Hazleton's Fun Fest Parade and the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants Despair Hillclimbs, and throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other community events. WYLN, we're your local network.
Go hog wild for Iron Pigs baseball. WYLN is televising the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs live. America's favorite pastime on your local network, WYLN TV 35. See the stars of tomorrow at Coca-Cola Park. Don't miss any of the games here on WYLN TV 35. Visit WYLNTV.com for a complete Iron Pigs schedule. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on WYLN, your home for live sports.
The Rail Riders have been playing well this season. Last night, the official midway point as they got an added boost on the field and in terms of interest as Yankees first baseman Mark Teixeira started rehabbing in Scranton-Wilkes-Barre. WYLN sports intern Mike Gilbert has more from PNC Field.
Mark at the park. That's how the team is labeling Mark Teixeira's time in AAA. It's great to have an experienced star among a mostly young locker room.
He's seen just about everything he can in this game, so it's fun to have those guys down here.
The younger guys will look at him, see what he does, see what he's been around the game for so long, so he knows what's necessary and what's not necessary to get you through a long season.
On Tuesday, Tex made the first of 3 rehab starts with Scranton-Wilkes-Barre and felt good after the game.
As long as my knee doesn't lock up, it's okay. I played with knee soreness for half my career. I've had experience with it, and I know what's normal. I know it's normal soreness. I know it's pain that's not normal, and I need to get it looked at. And right now it feels good.
The 36-year-old won a ring in New York in 2009. Nick Swisher also started for that team. This year, Swish has been the de facto leader in the clubhouse for a young Scranton-Wilkes-Barre squad.
Yeah, I mean, Swish is awesome. He keeps it light, keeps it fun, and just a great person to talk to.
Another part of that World Series squad, Phil Koch, is also with the Rail Riders now. So for Swish, it's a bit nostalgic having those guys around.
Well, Kochi's been here for a little bit, so me and him, we've kind of been able to BS around a little bit, but I think for me and Tex, we talk over text message a little bit, but I haven't gotten a chance to give him a hug or be able to see him.
Swisher's looking forward to playing in the Bronx again, but for now he's just happy to be able to help the team. Tex left Tuesday night all smiles.
It was good. It was fun. I mean, this is a great group of guys here. I've really enjoyed being here. I mean, beautiful ballpark, nice fans. This is just a great atmosphere for minor league baseball, and I really enjoyed today. but it's really all about the health.
Reporting from Moosic for WILN Sports, I'm Mike Gilbert.
Teixeira went 0 for 3 with a sac fly RBI on Tuesday in the Rail Riders' victory. He plans to DH tonight versus the Mud Hens. We'll have to wait to learn the fate of Hazleton's spring sports coaches. It appeared that during yesterday's committee meeting, the board would recommend to open all spring positions at next week's school board meeting, but that motion was tabled. Discussion about 2 fall sports positions was also tabled, including cheerleading.
We've opened cheerleading twice now. We do have one candidate that's interested. I think the intent of the board is just to make sure that we have opened the position adequately so that others can express an interest.
The other position was the vacant girls tennis spot, which generated controversy at last month's school board meeting when team members spoke out against Amber Corrado.
In terms of making sure that what we do, in fact, move ahead with that position, that it's aligned with policy, and that we're following the existing policy in the board manual.
2 miles from where he made his name known on the gridiron, Matt Stankiewicz will transition to a different realm of athletics. Tuesday, the former Blue Mountain and Penn State football standout was named the new athletic director at Penn State Schuylkill. Tonight, we chat with Stankiewicz about the position and Penn State. It's cliche, but Cleveland rocked today. The Cavaliers celebrated their first ever title and the city's first since 1964 in front of an estimated 1.3 million people. So I was going to do the sportscast shirtless in honor of J.R. Smith, but I was dissuaded against that. But J.R. stayed shirtless, seemingly the way it has been since Sunday night when the Cavaliers won Game 7. It was a great scene in Cleveland today for a fan base that certainly was long overdue. And also, LeBron says he's staying, so that's good news. And the Knicks trade for former MVP Derrick Rose. We'll have much more on that later on tonight. Stay tuned. Coming up, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Alrighty, the next 7 days of your life looking like this. We got some rain and showers and thunderstorms for tomorrow. Could see some sunshine, about 72 degrees. And then, well, we're going to be looking at a lot of sunshine heading in our direction just in time for this upcoming weekend. For our Friday, looking very nice, 77. And then we're up into the 80s for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Many areas mid to upper 80s going into Monday and Tuesday. Now, Tuesday we'll have a lot more clouds around. There's a chance of some scattered showers and thunderstorms developing. And then after that, maybe a chance of some more rain and showers and storms by Wednesday of next week.
All right. Well, hopefully Saturday is nice for that Fireman's Parade. It is here on WYLN, but it is happening at 2 o'clock. We'll be taping it in its entirety. You'll be able to watch it multiple times after that parade. So fingers crossed that it's a nice day.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. Fingers, that's all we need.
Fingers.
So
Fingers crossed, plenty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Watch yourself.
I did nothing on that one. Have a good night, everyone.
Keep your fingers crossed. Start.